In the beginning, there was just a quiet shore, A gentle river flowed nearby. Upon this land, a small town took root. It was called New Amsterdam. This was a Dutch settlement, a tiny outpost in a vast new world. People lived in simple wooden houses with steep roofs. Small boats drifted in and out of the harbor. Life moved at a slower pace. The town was compact, its streets simple dirt paths. It was a place of quiet beginnings, a seed waiting for the right conditions to grow. Over many years, ships came more often. People from many lands sought their fortunes. Its name changed as well, becoming New York. The face of the city began a journey of transformation, one that would never end. As the 1700s unfolded, the city continued to expand. The simple wooden structures of New Amsterdam gave way to more permanent buildings: wood, brick, stone. These new buildings were sturdier and more resilient. The town pushed northward from the island's southern tip. New streets were laid and cobblestones replaced the dirt. Houses stood shoulder to shoulder, front doors opening onto bustling sidewalks. The clatter of hooves, the calls of vendors, the ringing of bells filled these corridors. Function came before form, yet a simple beauty emerged from practicality. Rhythmic brickwork, symmetrical windows, and steep roofs gave visual harmony. These were solid, respectable structures, a commitment to build for the long term. Their durability laid the groundwork for a vertical future still centuries away. In the 1800s, a new kind of house defined the city's appearance. These were the brownstones, named for the reddish-brown sandstone on their facades. Entire neighborhoods sprang up in neat, uniform rows. Designed for a growing middle class, they gave New York a human scale. High stoops became social spaces, knitting communities together. Quarried, cut, and transported, brownstone fronts cloaked sturdy brick and wood frames. Built to last, they embraced comforts like indoor plumbing and central heat. Uniform rooflines set a pleasing horizontal rhythm soon to be broken. These were the last chapters of a city lived at a walking pace, the calm before the storm of vertical growth that would redefine New York forever. As the city grew more crowded, land prices soared. There was no room to spread out. The only direction left to go was up. Thick, load-bearing stone and brick had limits. Base walls became impractically massive. A new idea emerged: the steel frame. Steel's strength to weight made a metal skeleton possible. Frames carried floors and loads. Walls became a mere curtain. 10 and 12 stories rose above streets, marvels of their day. More usable area and larger windows transformed interior life. The elevator made vertical travel practical. Upper floors became accessible. Together, frame and elevator forged the vertical city, the symbol of modern life itself. In the early decades of the 1900s, a bold new style appeared. Clean geometry, strong verticals, decorative flourishes, optimism, and technological progress. This was the Art Deco period. The Empire State was more than an office building. It was a statement. It rose with astonishing speed, a monument to ingenuity and resolve. The Chrysler Building stood as another Deco masterpiece. These towers were not just tall, they were beautiful, meant to inspire awe. Manhattan became a breathtaking composition, a forest of stone and steel. Art married engineering. Steel provided strength. Art Deco gave vision. New York's identity became inseparable from its magnificent cloud-piercing towers. Building tall in New York was never simple. The ground varied: hard Manhattan schist in places, clay and landfill in others. Foundations had to reach solid rock, caissons sunk, piles driven to anchor towers. A skyscraper is only as strong as its connection to the earth. Engineers designed frames to resist wind, lateral forces pushing and pulling at height. Diagonal bracing and strong connections created stiff, resilient structures. In a crowded city, sites were hemmed in by streets, neighbors, and traffic. Deliveries and lifts demanded exact coordination and timing. Safety was paramount, above for workers, below for passers-by. Building a tower was like surgery in a living city. It required skill, precision, and teamwork. In the century's second half, the skyline changed again. Smooth, reflective curtain walls expressed a modern, minimalist ethos. Less is more. Skyscrapers mirrored the sky, the clouds, and the city itself. The steel frame became the hero, the glass skin, a transparent veil. September 11th left a devastating hole in the skyline and in the city's heart. From that loss, the city resolved to rebuild. One World Trade rose with renewed purpose, a statement of resilience and remembrance, engineered with the latest safety and strength. Super slender towers on tiny footprints demanded new solutions to sway and wind. They mark a new chapter in vertical ambition, reaching higher and building smarter. Looking ahead, the conversation is changing. The new frontier is sustainability, minimizing environmental impact. Buildings save energy with sun and store rain for plumbing. Recycled materials and green roofs insulate and clean the air. Smart controls and greener streets aim for healthier, more livable cities. Climate risks demand resilient buildings and infrastructure. New rules, careful planning. Engineering tomorrow means protection and adaptation. From a small Dutch port to a global metropolis, the Skyline writes the city's story. A living history book, relentless energy, constant innovation, unbreakable spirit. It mirrors our technology, our culture, our dreams.